Well, hello everyone and welcome to this monthly recap. This time we'll be talking about February 2026 and I'll be talking about, I don't know, my stats, my plans. I'll be announcing my schedule. This one's going to be a short one. You're looking at the runtime and you're like, man, this is like a 6-minute video, but here we are. Let's get started. First, we have the number of videos that I made. I made a total of 37 videos. 31 of these were on Ordinary Ari, and then 6 of these were on Secondary ENT, which is Kyle's second channel. So, Ordinary Ari, we had 6 miscellaneous videos. We had 6 Pluribus discussions. We had 4 The Darwin Incident reactions. We had 4 Andor reactions. We had 4 One Piece reviews. We had 3 Jujutsu Kaisen scripted videos. And we had 2 Orb discussions with Bacon. And we had 2 Edgerunner videos. One was a reaction and one was a discussion with Kyle. Then on Secondary NT, we had our typical 3 Chainsaw Man reviews. We had our 2 Evangelion group discussions. And we had 1 Naruto video that actually came out last month. So, you know, a lot of videos. I'm very happy with this amount. You know, at least once a day and sometimes more, but there we go. This month, I got even more views than last month. So last month, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I got around 65,000 views or something like that. This month, I got 84,000 views. And the overwhelming majority of that comes from JJK, which I got 76,000 views just from that alone. Then we have the miscellaneous videos, which got around 2,300, followed by the Darwin Incident, then Edgerunners, Pluribus, Andor, One Piece, Orb, and then we have Kyle's videos there, 500 views for Chainsaw Man, then Evangelion and Naruto being the least viewed. Now, this is like somewhat interesting to me, you know, what this tells me is that, okay, keep making JJK videos and keep making miscellaneous videos and Darwin Incident videos. The rest, who cares? That's my takeaway. But what really matters is for the number of videos that are actually out already this year, where do these views actually come from for these number of videos? So this is the average views per video in 2026 so far. So for each of my ongoing series, how many views has each of those series gotten per video, basically? And JJK is still very clearly winning with around 16,000 views on average per video. So I'm going to keep doing that. Then the miscellaneous videos come next, which makes sense. You know, this is a very inconsistent kind of type of content where sometimes these things get like over 1,000 views and some, I think one even got like 5,000 views or something, and some only get like 50 views or something like that, you know? So, you know, it's my next best category. I enjoy making these as well, so I'm sure these will continue. Then we have the Darwin Incident reactions, which can sometimes get a lot of views and other times cannot get many views. We have the Chainsaw Man discussions and then the Naruto discussion and the Evangelion discussions. You know, that's the secondary NT stuff. Doesn't really affect me too much in terms of my views on my channel, but you know, they exist here. Then we have Orb and Edgerunners, Andor, One Piece, and Pluribus. None of these do particularly well. I will continue doing stuff like this because I enjoy it, but they're not really the wisest decisions of time for me to invest in, but I enjoy them, so I'll be doing them regardless. Especially One Piece, which I have committed my entire Sunday for the next like 3 years to this, and it really is just not successful at all. Now, I don't know if anyone has any ideas on like how I could improve it. I don't know. I find it's good the way it's structured now because of how it is easy for me. It's something I can do in one day. Like I can watch the episodes I want to watch on that day and I can record on that day and it like gets done all in one go. I just don't know if there's like a better way to do it. Like I don't want to react to One Piece. I'm not doing that. I don't think I'd be able to make interesting scripted videos for One Piece because I just don't think I've seen enough. So I don't know. I think One Piece is in a weird spot where there is no question. I'm going to continue it exactly as it is at the moment, unless I get a better idea of like how to do it, but I just don't have one. So we're keeping it as it is now. Next, we have my top 5 videos, which, you know, 4 of these were JJK videos. One of them has been very successful, which is my Why Was Kenjaku so gentle with Sasaki, which is a pretty terrible video. I don't really say much in it. I don't address the title at all. However, I think I have figured out how to title videos. You know, I am a genius now. It needs to like be tangentially related to the topic of the video, but like make it sound way more intriguing than the video actually is. And that's like the genius way to like actually get views apparently, because it succeeded with this one. It succeeded with this one as well. So that the first one got 51k views. The second one got 21k views. Very, like, much more than I was ever expecting. The third one did okay. You know, Jujutsu Kaisen's animators are just flexing. 2,000 views. Then my fourth one, only as at the end of last month, it had 1.1k views. But I think right now it has like 30k views and it's still going up very steadily. So I imagine I would be shocked if this isn't my most popular video by far next time I do one of these reviews. But yeah. And this is having the same intrigue of like, why does Jujutsu Kaisen feel so real now? Which is like a question that people are interested in. But then the video itself is not really about that at all. So, you know, we love the somewhat clickbait, but somewhat also true kind of titles. But yeah. Then the fifth one was a Darwin Incident reaction. If you can believe it or not, it almost got 1,000 views. Obviously, if you've seen the show, you know why. This is a pretty crazy episode. And I'm sure a lot of people were looking for reactions for this. But this is my first somewhat successful reaction to anything. None of my previous reactions have got many views. I think some of the Doctor Who ones have got like 500 views or something like that, but this is definitely the most popular. So anyway, those are my top 5 videos. Interestingly, 3 of them are scripted videos. What a surprise. People really like my scripted videos. It's something I've definitely learned. Now we have the number of subs I've gained. So we can see on the left here, we have my subs ever since the beginning of my channel, you know. 2023, we were really slow. 2024, we boomed. Oh my god. Thanks to probably Mushoku Tensei. 2025, a terrible year. Nice and consistent. 2026, oh my god, we've basically doubled our subscribers since the beginning of the year. We started off at 551 at the beginning of January. Then all of January, we gained quite a lot and arrived at 794 on February 1st. And then this month, I gained around 185 subscribers, around 180 subscribers, to get me at 977 subscribers on March 1st. And my goal for this year was 1,000 subscribers. So I've already reached this by basically the end of February. So I'm very happy with this. Now, obviously right now you're looking at the channel and you're seeing, wow, wait, he's already at 1.1K. And that's because of the great JJK video that I was just telling you about that is absolutely blowing up right now, including the other 2 JJK videos, the one about like Kirara and the one about Sasaki or Kenjaku, which are also still getting a lot of views. So I don't know. I don't expect this to slow down next month, which is kind of crazy. It will be a depressing day when JJK ends and all these views just stop happening. And I'm going to be back to my normal growth of getting 1 subscriber a month. But anyway, here we are. 180 subs this month. How exciting. Now, there's a few takeaways. Number 1, scripted videos are ideal. I like them. They get a lot of views and engagement and comments and stuff. I'm good at making them. I think I'm figuring out like what people like in terms of videos, but you'll never know. It's like hard to predict. Like I never would have predicted my current JJK videos would have been as successful as they have been. So I don't truly know, but I think I have like a better sense than I did at the beginning of the year anyway. I was able to make some videos that I really liked this month. For instance, the video about, I made a video, I can't remember what I called it. Every video I upload, I have like 3 titles and 3 thumbnails and I don't keep track of it. But the idea was that I had 4 scenes from different things, not 4 scenes, 4 like directing moments, which were like micro shots or something, which were like a second or 2 that I really liked. And I've had an idea of like wanting to make a video about that for so long, but I didn't know how to like make it a proper good video. So I just made it a bad video and it's out in Ordinary Ari and I'm very happy that it exists out there. So it's stuff like that where, I don't know, all these, I have a lot of video ideas, but some of them are just so annoying and I don't know how to make them good that I can just make them bad and at least they exist. So I don't know, this is a big revelation I had this month that I think will continue into next month. Another thing is that all the series should just not be on the schedule. There is really no benefit to it, like in terms of my channel at all. One Piece isn't getting any views at all. Andor is not getting any views at all. Every now and then I get like Andor comments, so I'm happy with that. Like it's building community or whatever. I guess every now and then I get One Piece comments too, but to be honest, these 2 series should not be on there. Now, One Piece I am absolutely committed to and it will continue on. Andor I've already committed to, so I'm definitely going to be continuing Andor on the channel, no question. I am enjoying both of these, by the way, so I would never consider not watching them or making content about them. But the thing is, like, going forward, I'm gonna try and choose things that, I don't know, I should try and choose things that are more topical. So, but don't worry, April, I think you'll be a little bit, like, there's obviously a lot of stuff that is starting in April, like, not this month, but next month. Like, there's a bunch of stuff, we'll see. So I'm not too worried about this. Like, this will be a thing that'll be solved eventually with time. But anyway, that's my second thought. My third thought is that I should have a more, like, my ideal breakdown of like content per week is something like this, where I have 2 scripted videos, one on something currently airing, like JJK. I think that's like essential. This channel has to have those. So when JJK is done, I have to replace it with something else that is currently airing that I make scripted videos on, basically. I also think I have the capacity to make one other miscellaneous, like, trending topic scripted video per week. I think I've been able to do this basically up until now, and I think I hopefully should be able to do this in the future. I enjoy it. I think it's good. I think it will be successful, so I should keep doing this. I also should have 2 miscellaneous unscripted videos a week. Like, this is very doable. Like, on trending topics, on random tier lists, like, I can do this easily, right? I should probably do this. 1 reaction, I think, is my upper limit. Right now, I'm doing 2 reactions. I don't enjoy it. I think it's, like, it's a bit too much. It's just annoying. Like, recording 1 series reaction is like good, I think, because you can dedicate the time and you can be like, okay, I'm going to sit down, record the reaction, write some notes, do a pretty thorough, like, actual discussion afterwards. Like, these are things that are good with 1 series, but when I have 2 now, it's like I have to dedicate kind of 2 days to doing that, and it just feels like a lot of work. So I don't think I'm ever going to I'm going to try not to go beyond 1 reaction per week, basically. And then the last thing is that I enjoy discussion, so I do want to maintain at least like 1 discussion going on at all times. And so yeah. And 2 things that I really want to keep on top of are Elite Ari videos. Now, Elite Ari is in a weird place now where I don't like, I know what I want on there. Okay. What I want on there are the good videos that I'm proud of that I can show people. So whenever anyone says like, oh, you make YouTube videos, what's your channel? I can be like, oh, Elite Ari. And then you can like go see the good videos. And then if they really like my content, then they can go to the shit videos on Ordinary Ari. Okay. That's like kind of my philosophy on these two channels. Now, the problem is that like, it's a terrible idea to have two channels. Like all I'm doing is splitting the people who know who I am and are aware of my content, right? By having that. I stream on that channel, which kind of keeps it somewhat alive as like a thing in people's minds. So I am probably going to keep it that way. I don't know, it's just weird. It's been put in a weird position by how much I've been focusing on Ordinary Ari, but I do want to continue making good videos. Like I have a bunch of, like I've had my next video that I want on Elite Ari, like basically it's been fleshed out for a long time. It's just scripting it is like annoying. So anyway, I don't know. I'll do it eventually. The other thing I want to get on top of is shorts. Now, there was another thing. Okay, wait, let me just take a step back. Because if you're listening at this point, you're like an actual, like, you're interested in my content, okay? You're in this community somehow, and no matter what I say, you'll probably keep watching anyway. So I'm going to take a bit of a side tangent, which is that I got monetized recently on this channel, but I don't really care. And I think I probably shouldn't care because the thing I enjoy about making videos on Ordinary Ari, or one thing that's good about it, is that I don't really care about quality and I don't care about monetization at all. So I can just make the video exactly as I want it. And I don't have to ever have to worry about uploading a video and then I get like a demonetized thing and then I have to like re-edit it or whatever. Like that's not something I'm just interested in at all. So monetization is just, for now at least, like I guess in the future, if I become like somewhat really successful or whatever, which I don't think is going to happen, but then maybe I'd focus on it. But for now, I have no interest in this. And this also extends to memberships where I don't really like memberships. I think I have them on the Elite Ari channel. They would make much more sense to move them here, but I would also feel bad because there's like people who've been members for a long time and they have like badges and stuff. And I'd feel bad to take that away. But they definitely should be moving to this channel. And I have the capacity to like make content ahead of time and do like early access kind of tiers of stuff. I don't think anyone would be interested in that. Like I don't have much of an audience, right? So there's not really a benefit to that. And second to that, I don't like the fact that members videos that are like members only show up on the main page now, like when you go to a channel. I don't like that. Like, sure, it would probably make sense for like encouraging members or whatever, and I'm sure I'd get more members if I had videos like that. But as a viewer, like going to other channels, whenever I see videos like that, it like annoys me when I'm like, oh, like I wanted to watch that, but now it's a members video and I'm not going to pay to watch this. It's annoying. So I don't like it. It is the biggest thing that has probably turned me off YouTube memberships ever since the last time I was championing them, which was, I think, 2 years ago when I started. So yeah, that's just my random thoughts that are not in this, but I thought I'd rant to all you great loyal viewers who are listening to my voice right now and are massive fans of mine, right? Right, guys? Right, guys? You're going to leave a comment, right? Anyway. Yeah, this brings us to shorts, which I think it's interesting. Shorts, I have no interest in making, okay? I don't think I would make interesting shorts. I don't think that I don't have a passion for making shorts. The problem is that, like, shorts, they can get a lot of views sometimes, right? And you don't have to worry about quality at all. Like, so I'm someone who is very familiar with short form content, right? Like I scroll through TikTok, like at least like an hour a day, right? Like I enjoy TikTok, and the types of videos you see there are very different from like the main channel, the main video tab videos that you see, like long form content. So and the problem is that like shorts, for me to derive shorts from my content, firstly, like recording videos just for shorts, I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't know if I could ever, like, I don't know what I could possibly say that I could say in like 30 seconds that would be interesting. So that's not happening. Secondly, the idea is to take my existing content and then transform it into short form content. This is way too much work and is way too like, I cannot do this. Like it wouldn't double my workload, but it would like add like 20% on top of everything that I'm doing, and I just couldn't do it. So the only thing I am thinking of is to try out some AI clipping shorts. Now this probably sounds like a terrible idea if you're listening. You're like, what, AI clipping? That probably sounds terrible. Firstly, that's why it's only an idea and it's not something I'm definitely going to do. But secondly, I have looked up a little bit and this looks like it could actually be okay. I don't know. Like I've seen examples of like AI clips and stuff and it kind of looks like it could work. I'm curious how it would work for like my style of content. And the fact that I don't really care too much about the quality of my shorts, like it doesn't really impact my reputation whatsoever. And the reputation is kind of like something important, like mildly important. So I'm considering this like as a thing to just try out even for like a week or two and like see how it does. But yeah, so I don't know. These are just I've had a lot of thoughts this month. This is one of them. These are all of them actually. So let's move on. And this brings us to my schedule for next month. So we have my March schedule. Basically the same is the takeaway here. April is going to be a massive change up. A lot of these things are finishing. Darwin is finishing. Jujutsu Kaisen is finishing. Andor will finish somewhat around that time. Pluribus is like basically a lot of stuff is going to be finishing this month. And so next month is going to be a big change. So I'm keeping most of the stuff consistent here. The main change is that on Tuesday, Pluribus is ending on the 10th, so that's going to be done then. And then from the 17th onward, every 2 weeks, there's going to be Utender discussions with Kyle Entertainment. So we're going to be doing discussions for Utena. That's going to be split into 3 parts. So each of the arcs are going to be covered as a video, and then the movie is going to be covered as a video. So in April, we're going to be done with Utena. So that's the plan. And one other thing that I want to get out of the way is I want to watch RWBY Ice Queendom, which is a anime based on RWBY, which is like a thing that I'm a big fan of. I love RWBY, the TV show. And this is something I've been wanting to watch a long time. So on the 24th, I'm going to make some form of content about it. I don't know if it'll be a reaction or if it'll be like a review or a scripted video or something, but I want to make something on the 24th. So that's the plan. Now, this also brings us more broadly to something that I want to do just generally on the channel, which is I do want to cover there is like a long list of stuff that I have been wanting to watch for a long time that I just haven't had the time to do because I am busy making like scheduled content, right? So one thing I want to be more proactive on is like having a slot for things that are like short things that I could get out of the way that I've been wanting to watch for a long time. One of those is RWBY Ice Queendom, right? This is something that I've been wanting to watch for a very long time, and I can finally, it's 12 episodes, I can get it done, make a video about it, and that's that, right? There's other things like, for instance, the ending of Stranger Things. Like, Stranger Things is something I love. I was really excited for the finale, and I'm looking forward to covering it, but I just don't have time for it. So if I can schedule time for that kind of stuff, then I'm looking forward to it. So I don't know. Expect more things like this, where it might not necessarily be on the schedule like this one is. Like, it'll probably be things that I'll sporadically like fill in a miscellaneous day with one of these things, but I'm hoping to get through more series or more like movies and stuff that I am interested in, you know, watching. So look forward to that. But yeah, anyway, this is the schedule. On top of this, there's 3 things. The final Evangelion discussion is going to be recorded hopefully this weekend, so that'll come out sometime this month. There's 2 more Orb discussions. At least I believe there's roughly 2 more. It might be 3. I'm not quite sure. That's up to Bacon. But I will be putting those up soon. I'm recording hopefully the first one this weekend, but we'll see when the video will actually come out. So that's me and Jockey Bacon. And the final thing is that there is one more Naruto discussion, at least one more coming out this month. We have already recorded it, so it'll come out either tomorrow or the next day. I guess we'll see when Kyle uploads it. But yeah, that's the schedule for next month. And that's it. I think this went a bit longer than I expected, but I don't know. If truly, like, I think I said the same thing last time, but if you have any thoughts, I am completely open to hearing them. Like, I actually want you to let me know what you think, because I don't get any feedback on my stuff. The only feedback I get is like what gets views, which is like a pretty, I don't know, pretty weird metric to like kind of base my content on. Like, what are people actually enjoying? I don't know. Like, do you watch my One Piece reviews? Do you have any thoughts on like how I could improve it? Please let me know. Is there any particular series that you're like, I know people suggest stuff on my website, but is there, like, that's for stuff for me to really consume, I guess. But is there stuff that I should be making content on? Like, is there a currently airing series, or is there anything coming out soon that you think like, oh, you should like be aware of this because this is like something that will probably be very popular and you should kind of be on top of it? I don't know. Like, I would be interested to hear stuff like that if you have any opinions, or yeah, you know, I'm open to hearing all this. I am very interested, and no one ever tells me anything, so I'd be glad to hear from people. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time.